Hey Campoholics, today we're going to start our Campcation with our Trap Pond friends. It's a grand design event, you would think. We're going to Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania to the Hershey Elizabethtown KOA with my Trap Pond friends.
And our dogs.
And our dogs, all the pooches. So we'll take you up to Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, check it out. Take you to all the shows and everything we're going to do the entire week. Have a great time. We're going to convoy up. Hopefully there's no problems.
I'm Missy.
I'm Mike.
And we're the Campoholics.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift and hope that she'll take it into her side.
Echo's crying. All right, Campoholics, we are all set up. This is day one, prepping for dinner. We're doing cheesesteaks on the grill tonight here at the Hershey KOA, Hershey Elizabethtown KOA. Give you an idea of the site. There's Lynn over there. By the way, that's Dave and Lynn, our Trap Pond friends, and there's Bob, Duckin' Bob, who forgot his cornhole boards. He forgot his grill. He forgot his wife. He left his wife at home also. But tonight's cheesesteaks. Tomorrow we'll see what happens. We're gonna visit some local breweries, get the week started off good. It's gonna be a nice 7 days here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Stay tuned. Oh look, Bob's wife, she just showed up. She had to drive up here because Bob left her at home. So she finally made it here. She just got here. She's got double drinks.
Still didn't bring the grill or the cornhole board.
Yep, still didn't bring the grill. Yeah, no grill, no cornhole boards, but at least she showed up.
Hey, he remembered the dogs.
Yeah, he got the dogs but left her home. So if you hang out with the Campoholics, you got to have a old-fashioned
And a cigar.
and a cigar.
Even if it's
I'm
a little
halfway
one.
there.
Yes.
Even Star smoke a big cigar.
Campfire,
I did one.
old-fashioned, and a cigar. Delicious. All right, Campoholics, whew, that was a good night, that first night. Hey, before we get into our adventures for the week, I want to give you a little overview of the Elizabethtown KOA. We've actually been here before. We came here last year for the Hershey RV show. We stayed here for the Hershey RV show, and we liked it. It was a mom and pop campground that is now a KOA. The campground is located in the middle of all the wonderful things to do in eastern Pennsylvania. Just 20 minutes from Hershey, the chocolate town, and the thrills of Hershey Park. Of course, you have multiple roller coasters and rides in there and so forth. It's 30 minutes from Lancaster and 30 minutes from Harrisburg, and probably a good 20 to historic Gettysburg. But here you're looking at the KOA sites. This is the campfire area, the community fire pit. As you make your way up just beyond the fire pit, this is with the registration line. So when you come into the entrance of the campground, this is where you're going to stage. You'll be greeted by the KOA employees there, and they'll take real good care of you there. Here's one of the cabins that you can rent. Very nice looking cabin from the outside. Personally, I have not been in one of these yet, but it gets great feedback, great reviews about the cabins. Here's their fire pit, so you get a fire pit and chairs, add around deck chairs at your cabin along with a grill. Here's the mini golf course. They do have lights on it, so it is lit up at nighttime. You can play mini golf, and up to I think it's 10 p.m. Don't hold me to that, but I think it is. Anyway, you can play mini golf. The course is cleaned every day. And to play mini golf, it is free. They do not charge you for it. All right, coming up here to the campground office, this is where you go in to register. The store is fully stocked. They have a nice swimming pool area to include a kiddie pool to the left. You can't see it, it's blocked out by the building. They do offer firewood there for sale. You can buy firewood, and they have some knickknacks there you can buy and stuff like that, also inside the camp store. This is the rec area. They do have breakfast there on Saturday mornings. You can go up there and purchase yourself a breakfast. Of course, you have to socially distance and wear a mask during this COVID time, but they do have a breakfast available, and they have hosted other events such as a beer and wine tasting that we went to last year during Hershey RV show. All the roads are maintained well. They're all graveled, packed, so it's nice. Runs off great during the rainstorms. There's no mud puddles, no nothing. They can't. To the right there is a bathhouse, and somebody actually ran into that bathhouse last year, jumped those stones and drove right into the side of the bathhouse. There's a pavilion off the rec center. Very nice hanging out there. We hung out there last year during the beer and wine tasting event. Met some really great people. Down here is a dog run area. The grassy area right there is for the run, let your pet run free. And to the right is a children's playground area. Down this hill you'll see most of the seasonal campers down in this area, along with some tent sites. The tent sites are finished as far as a pad for your car and your tent. As you can see, these full hookup sites are pretty darn deep. You got a Super C there, or a Class C, travel trailer, and a fifth wheel. Over here's the doggy park. Oh, the doggy park has some obstacles in it for the dogs to run around through and on and jump and so forth, so that's pretty cool. In the entrance, you have a paved driveway up to the entrance where I showed you where you stage to register. Here's a children's playground area, and that is across from the older part. This is the actual exit road leaving the park. It is gravel, and there's your older part of the park. Those are full hookups also. Water, sewer, and electric. Here you have a fishing pond. This is the fishing pond you can utilize, no cost. Bring your fishing rod out there, and it's a catch and release pond. There is no swimming in that pond though. But I did see some kids catch some fish come off their dock right there. So it's a catch and release pond. Here's the entrance of the park. This is the sign you're going to see when you're coming down the road to enter the park, and take you up to the registration / staging area where you're going to be greeted by the KOA staff. Now check-in time, I believe it was 2 p.m. Checkout time is 11:30 a.m. This park was a KOA President's Award winner for 2020, so it's an award-winning park. Here's a little view from the top of my RV, looking over the campground. Now we were on site 147, pull-through site 147. My favorite sites, if I had a choice, would be right there, that site right there. I think it's 133 or something like that. All right, let's take you in town to Elizabethtown to Funk's Brewery. Here we go. Hey, Campoholics, we're going to Funk's Brewing in town, Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. It's about 10 minutes from the KOA. So we're going to check this place out.
Make your own ice cream.
Before we go into Funk's, I'll tell you about Elizabethtown. It's settled in 1753, and it's also called Etown for short. Dove ice cream bars are made right here in Elizabethtown, so you can get yourself a fresh Dove ice cream bar also. So we're going to go into Funk Brewery. Due to COVID, of course, you have to wear a mask and so forth. But my favorite beer there is our IPA called a Silent Disco. Good stuff. They had great food there also. So if you're in Elizabethtown or nearby, stop in, check them out. Funk Brewing opened up in 2014. The owner is Kyle Funk and his brother-in-law John Norman. They opened that up in 2014, and they now have 2 locations around the area. All right, the next morning we got up, we went to Hershey, PA, to the Hershey Chocolate Lab. We stopped in there first. Actually, we stopped in town Hershey first. Checked out some things, but here's the Hershey Story, which is also the Chocolate Lab. So you can go in there. They have a small gift shop in there. And we'll take you in here and you can be able to check it out. All kinds of chocolate paraphernalia you can buy in the Hershey Lab store. Stars, not sorry.
Not sorry.
They got some pretty good stores like the Beef Jerky Experience. That was right next to the, right down the road from the Hershey Chocolate Lab. Troegs Brewing in Hershey, PA. Great IPA beers. I love them. I'm gonna go inside and give you a shot of what it's like. All right, we're at Troegs Brewing, and of course, due to COVID, they had limited seating. This place is big, big brewery. They put out a lot of beers across the nation. They are a nationwide independent distributor. Again, excellent food. You will not be disappointed, especially if you're an IPA person. If you like that type of beer, this is a great place to go. Food is delicious. It's right down the road from Hershey Park. Due to all this COVID stuff, we gotta wait 30 minutes to get a table. As big as this place is, still have to wait to get seated for limited seating. COVID. Look at the size of that pretzel.
The video of her putting it right in her mouth. Just taking it all in. You didn't hear about COVID for weeks when all the riots going on. Zero news coverage.
Yep. Brisket sandwich with coleslaw. And oh, they don't have food. Again.
Woo! There's some horseradish and that mustard. Feeling your nose?
When she loaded me up with it. The Troegs Brewing Company was founded in 1996 and is one of the finest microbreweries of Pennsylvania. Troegs dishes out diverse types of year-round beers, an amber ale, a double bock, pale ale, and seasonal varieties such as Nugget Nectar, Dead Reckoning, Porter, Sunshine Pills, and the Mad Elf. Now the website says they have brewery tours and tastings are available. I'm sure with COVID that's put on hold right now. And of course, if you have a brewery, you gotta have a gift shop. So Star, she was intrigued by the many beers that were available in this gift shop. You can check out their website at troegs.com. That's T-R-O-E-G-S, troegs.com. Again, they're in Hershey Park Drive, Hershey, Pennsylvania. All right, once we finished up our lunch and our gift shop tour, we loaded up the car and we headed down to Hershey Park, the actual chocolate factory. Let's go. All right, Campoholics, we're at Chocolate World in Hershey, Pennsylvania. We're going to go in here. We got a tour all wrapped up.
Wrapped up?
Or what do we have? Scheduled. Scheduled. We have a tour scheduled at what, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock? I don't know. So we're going to go in here and take the tour of the Hershey Chocolate World. There's a little trolley there. This time of COVID,
It's all free.
it's all free. Yep, parking was free, the entrance is free, everything is free. We're going to the Hershey's Chocolate World.
I think it's bouncing off your hat or something. I don't know what it's bouncing off of. There you go, you're good.
104.
Sorry about that.
Woo! Well,
Chocolate Town's next door.
I know I don't have COVID. This smells delicious.
Oh, look, fresh baked desserts. Fresh baked desserts and create your own candy bar. Oh, look at here, look. Star, look, here's your chocolate.
Oh, it's a ride. Enjoy the ride.
Yeah, it's a ride. It used to be a ride anyway.
All right.
Time for kisses.
your way and you can taste the love all over the world. Taste the love. Taste the love. Have fun at the factory, everybody!
Big. This Hershey world is big. Chocolate world. Amazing. All the stuff in here. $36 count of double packs. Missy's got a shopping cart. She's probably loading that shopping cart. Oh, whatchamacallits? What the hell? I haven't seen these in years. I love whatchamacallits. Can't do it. Can't do it. Alright, our next day we went to SPRINGATE Brewing Company. It's a Pennsylvania farm brewery located in Harrisburg. They also do wines also. This place is beautiful. Be great for a wedding venue. I'm sure they have great nights here on Friday and Saturday evenings. However, due to COVID, limited seating was available, and Pennsylvania law is if you go to a brewery, you have to buy food. So they had hot dogs in a crock pot for sale. We're now at Fangled Brewing in Harrisburg, Virginia. We got a smoker over there going. We're going to go in here and check this place out. Fangled Brewing. All right, here at Fangled Brewing, I'm telling you right now, this by far was my favorite place to stop. The food was excellent. They're doing pulled pork right on the grill, right outside, smoking it all day long. I had a pit beef parfait, I think it was. Food was great. I'm shooting this on my iPhone because my GoPro had died. But if you get a chance in Harrisburg, you have to stop by this place. Delicious, clean, and great. Alright, next day we go to Turkey Hill Experience in Columbia, Pennsylvania. You saw this as we came up to it. Missy saw it actually while we were in the truck heading to the KOA, and we decided we had to go back. I like Turkey Hill ice cream. It's sold at the Philadelphia Phillies games and stuff like that. It's a Philadelphia thing, so I like it. So we did the Turkey Hill Experience tour, learned about the ice cream. It was cool, geared more towards kids on the education side of the ice cream part of it. They had a tasting room, and of course Turkey Hill makes all kinds of drinks also, lemonades and so forth, and teas. Of course your gift shop and t-shirts and hats and stuff that you can buy and take home, little cows and so forth. Upstairs is the actual tour and a tasting room where you can taste the Turkey Hill teas and lemonades. And after you do a little tour to learn about Turkey Hill ice cream, you go into an actual tasting room. So we'll take you on that. Campoholics.
Campoholics, see? Represent.
How does Turkey Hill make their delicious ice cream? I'm Kelly, and we're going to find out here at the Turkey Hill Experience.
Alright, I got peanut butter ripple and party cake. Bob got peanut butter ripple.
And orange cream.
I had peanut butter ripple.
Yep.
Now I have butter brickle.
Butter brickle.
Peanut butter ripple and orange sherbet.
Orange sherbet. Mighty damn tasty.
Good.
Hey. Alright, we visited Indian Echo Caverns. Now this is pretty cool because I've never been in a cavern either, Missy. So this is a new experience for us. It's near Hummelstown, Pennsylvania, about 15-20 minutes from Elizabethtown. It was found and discovered rather in 1802. Now, It was $18.95 to get in. They do offer a military discount of $1 off the ticket, so $17.95. It's probably about a 50-minute tour. So it was a great experience. I had a good time. In the entrance, there are 71 steps that you have to negotiate, so keep that in mind. It's not handicap accessible. You will have to traverse down and back up 71 steps to get to the entrance of the cabin. I'll go ahead and let our tour guide give you the rest of the history behind it as she's getting ready to speak now.
Right over here. Right over here is Arcatara Creek. It passes 3 Mile Island and later feeds into the Susquehanna River. Now the Susquehanna River was named after the Susquehannocks, who once lived right across the creek. And we do have arrowheads as evidence. They would live in log house cabins about the size of this fence right here, with 40 to 50 of their closest family members. Now the Susquehannocks had to have known about a giant hole in the mountain. However, we believe they never lived inside the caverns. We do think that they could have used it as...
Now the tour guide goes on to explain that they think the Indians used it as a natural refrigerator, so to speak, because of the coolness. It's a constant 52 degrees down there. It's tough to get any shots in there because it was so dark, but this area was one shot that I could get with the camera, and it was pretty cool. Now the tour guide was telling us that for 19 years, from 1802 to 1821, the caverns were home of a man named William Wilson, known as the Pennsylvania Hermit. He withdrew from society after his failure to halt the execution of his sister Elizabeth for the murder of her twin sons. So, following her death, William wandered westward across Pennsylvania and settled in the caverns in 1802. The Sweets of Solitude and Instructions to Mankind on How to Be Happy in a Miserable World is an essay supposedly written by Wilson during his time in the caverns and was published following his death. But he actually lived in his caverns. There's evidence of a campfire area where he would have a campfire and a loft area where he would go up and sleep in the night. So this geological system in the caverns is part responsible for many sinkholes in the area stretching from Hummelstown to as far as Palmyra in Middletown, Pennsylvania. I just wish I could get more footage in there, but it was too dark. This is probably the only area where I could get footage, called Mirror Lake, in the area because it was lit up by the lights in the caverns. Now we're heading down to historic Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Now Missy wanted to visit a couple of farmers markets in the area. So downtown there is a giant market, central market, like a farmers market, right behind those buildings we're getting ready to walk to right here. So you can see the central market, farmers market, in downtown Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So here's the city square, and we'll take you into the market so you can check out the size of this market and the amount of people that go to this market. Again, there's only one way in and one way out due to COVID restrictions right now. But everybody had facial coverings on. You couldn't get really close to anybody for a long period of time. So it was pretty cool in there. Lots of vendors, lots of interesting things to see, and food. So I'll take you on in there now. Alright, Central Market, also known as Lancaster Central Market, is an historic public market located in Penn Square in downtown Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Until 2005, the market was the oldest operated market in the United States, municipality owned and operated market. The Central Market comprises of 60 vendors who primarily sell foodstuffs, fresh fruits, produce, meats, cheese, fish, seafood, and baked goods and flowers. The public marketplace was deeded on this site in 1730 as part of the settlement of Lancaster. The marketplace was officially chartered by King George II on May 1st, 1742, officially designating Lancaster as a market town. The Central Market occupies portions of the original marketplace, with the first permanent building erected in 1757. This building is 20,540 square foot, and the market was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1972. It is owned and maintained by the city of Lancaster, so pretty cool, pretty place to see. Now right across the street from this is Steinman Park. I was intrigued by it, it caught my eye, it looked interesting, but of course it was closed. Evidently there's a waterfall back in there, and a waterfall and fountain park, but it was closed. We couldn't see it. All right, from there we go to Bird in Hand, Pennsylvania. That's right, that's the name of the town, Bird in Hand. Bird in Hand, Pennsylvania, to an Amish market. Bird in Hand was settled in 1715 by Quakers and some Swiss Mennonites. They formed that town, and the population within it right now is about 402. So it's a small area, about half a square mile in size. But in Bird in Hand is this Amish market. I actually had lunch in there, and they had some very good homemade cheeses there. So we were intrigued by the cheese. We bought the cheese, and then we took the cheese home and ate the cheese. The cheese was really good. You should get you some of that Bird in Hand Amish market cheese. Good stuff. Anyway, we're wrapping up our video tour of our time at the KOA in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. If you have a chance to get up there, again, there is plenty of things to do around Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, and you're 20 to 30 minutes from pretty much everything. So Etown is kind of centrally located, and the campground was fabulous. You will not be disappointed. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe below, ring the bell for notifications, and we'll wind this thing down as Bob is cooking us wings for our last night there at the KOA campground. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Oh, Bob, tell us what we're having. I'm videoing.
We're having Old Bay wings and tequila margarita lime wings. Yeah. We get ready to get them on in just a minute.
Okay.